this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today, pressing play on the video. I'm here with another paper crafting project for you, and today I'm showcasing some of the things that will be retiring at the end of June when our current mini catalogue retires. Unbelievably, me and all the other demonstrators were able to see the next mini the other night, a couple of weeks ago, or just a week ago or so. And it's the Christmas catalogue. I really can't believe that I'm looking at Christmas stuff in May. It's really a bit too early for me, really. I think August is just about all right for me, but it's getting earlier and earlier every year. Anyway, today I'm showcasing this die, which goes with the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set. I think they're called the Rainbow Builder dies. They're here. Not all in there, actually, because I've been using another one. There's the other one, there one. That one should be in here as well. Lovely set of dies and a lovely stamp set, actually, and I'll be sad to see it go, but I thought I've been desperate to do something with this border die for ages, so I thought I would finally do it. And then I've used a couple of things that one thing that's an old thing that's staying, which is this label, which is part of the, it goes with the Painted Poppies stamp set. It's in the Painted Labels die set, so it's in this one. And there's another label where I've got it out somewhere here. Goes in there. And then I've used a new stamp, which is from a new stamp set called Simply Fabulous. This is the first time I've used this set. And I've used this lovely Just Saying Hello stamp, which is great. And then the flowers are from Sentimental Swirls, which I'm just looking for. I've got a whole pile of stamp sets here. This one, and I've just used this little flower here. Be sad to see this one go as well. This is retiring. So I've got the border and this flower that are retiring, the message which is new, and the label which is old but which is staying. So a real combination of products on there. Right, so let's get started. As you can see, I've already die cut these. I'm just going to explain a little bit in a minute. First of all, take our card blank. So our card blank is our usual card blank, 15 by 21 centimetres, and we need to score that at 10.5. If you're working in Imperial, it's 8 1/4 scored at 4 1/8, and this way it's 5 3/4 inches. I keep trying to add. We've got a consultation going on by our government at the minute about whether we should be using metric or imperial, because a lot of people, now that we've left Europe, want to go back to imperial measurements. Let's see how that goes. Right, there we go. So that's our card blank. And what we're going to do is we need 6 of these die cuts. Now, I have die cut them, but I haven't finished taking out the little bits, because I wanted to show you how easy it is. You use a brush, you can just get rid of most of those pieces quite easily. They fall out quite easily like that. So we've got Pacific Point, Granny Apple Green. So I'm just doing shades of blue and green with this card, not rainbow like I did in the other one. Balmy Blue, Bermuda Bay, just one little bit to get out of that one, which doesn't want to come out. So I use my tweezers, just poke that out. There we go. Oh, another one. There we go. Tahitian Tide, the lovely new turquoise, which is one of the in colours. And Coastal Cabana. I just think these colours go so nicely together. I do like a bluey green effect. So there we go. Right, okay, so I'm going to get rid of all those bits. And I'm just going to show you how I die cut them, just in case you're in. So I took a piece of cardstock that is 15 centimetres or 5 3/4, which is the length of this die. And I placed it about 2 millimetres or about 1/16 of an inch from the edge. And then I stuck it down with a piece of washi tape so it wouldn't move, and then die cut it, which means that you get this little length here. I'm going to be slightly wider. This one I cut these down slightly on here, but I'm not going to do that today. So that was how I did that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out what colours I want to go together here. So those ones together. Doesn't really matter as they're all blues and greens. That one together. And maybe like that. They look all right? Yeah, I think they're fine. Okay, so we're going to try and keep them in order. I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to decide where I want that to go. So about there, I think. And I'm just going to mark with a pencil that point. And then I'm going to take my ruler. And that mark is about, I just need to swap my glasses over so I can see. Oh, such a faff having too many pairs of glasses these days. That's about 2.2 centimetres. So I'm going to go down here and mark 2.2 centimetres. And I'm then going to draw a line, and then that will help us keep it straight as we glue. There we go. Right, okay, so that is going to sit on that line. And that will help us keep it straight as we glue. So coming in with my Tombow, just going to glue down here, reasonably generous amount of glue, and then I'm going to take a cocktail stick, and with the cocktail stick I'm just going to drag the glue onto some of these little arches of the rainbow. So there's just a little bit of glue there to stick them down. And then, as I say, we're going to use that line as a guide, and we're going to glue our border down like so. And then we're going to take our next colour, which I think was Pacific. Oh, I've muddled them up now. Pacific Point. Doesn't really matter. I did take a long time to work out my rainbow, but with these blues and greens, it's not really going to matter. They can go in any order. So again, take my cocktail stick, brush a little bit of glue onto these arches. So, very cheap cocktail sticks. I think they call them toothpicks in America. We don't use them for toothpicks in the UK. We do use them for putting food onto, so like bits of cheese or pineapple or cocktail sausages. There we go. Make sure those edges are buttered up against each other. Oh, that's not looking very straight actually, considering I tried to. Just going to do that. That's a bit better. There we go. Just felt that was curving round a bit at the top. Right, the next one. Let's do green. Needs to go. So I want these arches to butt up against each other. So I need to mark where that is going to go. There. Measure it. And it's 4.7, is it? 4.7. Really need good eyesight to do this, which sadly I no longer have. Used to have really, really good near vision, and it's gradually deteriorating. It's the pits getting old. Right, okay, and then again. So I'm just showing you this just so that you can see. So some of these cards look very simple, and you think, oh, well, I just put that there and that there. But actually, when you see what goes into it, you realise that the placement is really important. You could do this without measuring and things, but unless you've got a really good eye, you're not likely to get them as precise. And I do like to have things very precise, as you might know. Right, there we go. So I'm going slightly to the side of that line, but that's going to be covered up with the next piece of cardstock. There we go. This one's slightly smaller, but that's all right. I'm going to cut off both ends anyway when we get to it. There we go. And then there we go. So this, I'm recording this on Sunday before this goes out. So this is going out with for the Project Share blog hop, and I'm recording this on the Sunday before, which for me is actually very organised because I'm usually very last minute. So this is not that last minute for me. And it's been a beautiful sunny day here today, and I haven't seen any of it. I've been stuck inside crafting all day, which is lovely because that's what I like to do. But actually, I might have liked to see the sun a little bit today, but I've had so much to do. I'm so behind, and I'm trying to get myself a little bit more organised so that I'm a little bit ahead. Got my daughter coming home next weekend, so I wanted to be able to spend a little bit of time with her. So trying to get ahead here. But hopefully it'll mean that maybe Monday or Tuesday will still be sunny and I might get a chance to get outside a bit Monday and Tuesday. I always wonder about the efficacy of my husband and I doing anything much on a Sunday, because we can do it any day. It's not like we're tied to work days. So it does seem silly for us to do things on a Sunday where all the crowds are. And it's like next weekend with the bank holidays. You know, I was trying to think what we could do, but actually I'm quite tempted to do nothing on the actual bank holidays because everywhere will be so busy and I don't really want to be with the crowd. So I might, we're not having a street party or anything here. We have got in Chertsey in the UK where I live a few things going on. We've got the lighting of a beacon, so we will be up at St Anne's Hill is where they do that, so we will be up there. My husband's band is actually entertaining people up there, so we will definitely go to that on Thursday. I'm going to meet up with a friend on Friday, and my daughter's coming home at the weekend, so we won't be going very far, certainly not to the coast or anything, which I think will be absolutely heaving if it's nice days, if the weather's nice. Right, there we go. So we've stuck all 6 down now. Really nice colours. So you can see that it's a bit uneven because some of them are different lengths. I'm just going to take my trimmer. It's a bit tricky because this is cutting through more than one layer of card, but I'm hoping this will work. Oh, perfect. Went through without any problems. There you go. Oh, ye of little faith. What's happened there? Let's try and sort this out. Oh, there we go. That got a bit smudged. We'll trim that in a sec. And then the other side, just trim a little smidgen off here as well. Really better to wait until the glue is really dry before you do that. As you can see, it just snags a couple of the loose ends. So just when you're doing it at home, just leave it for a little while. Right, there we go. So let's just make sure that this looks fairly normal. I'll just trim that little bit off. There we go, that's fine. A little bit of gunk from the glue there, just remove that with your tweezers, like so. There we go. What do you think? Right, okay, so the label, take a piece of white card, and I've got my stamp here, and I'm going to stamp it in Tahitian Tide. In the middle here. Perfect. And then I'm going to have to bring my die cutter in just to cut that out. Grab my plate. Here's my label die. So just centre your greeting. Of course, you could do this the other way around. You could die cut it first, but I find it easier to stamp and then die cut. So there's our label. Perfect. And then what I did was just decorated it a little bit with the flower from Sentimental Swirls. So let's take that little flower. Let's do one in Bermuda Bay. We're going to just tie in with the colours that are on the borders. So one there. Just need my chamois to clean my stamp. We'll do one in Balmy Blue. So up to you how many flowers you want to put on here. Just Just a little hanging one, hanging off the edge one. Clean my stamp again. I'm going to do one in Pacific Point. If I could find my Granny Apple Green, I'm going to do one in that as well. There we go. And there's my Granny Apple Green. And do this one. Where am I going to do it? There, and that's all I'm going to do. Don't want to overdo it really. I've done 4 flowers on there, I only did 3 before. And then just before we finish, I'm going to die cut another label, this time out of Bermuda Bay. So just going to trim round this so it'll go through in my mini cutting emboss. And we're just going to add a little border with this to the oh, forgot to move my grid paper, doesn't like it, doesn't like me die cutting the grid paper. I'm just going to use this to make a little border so that it stands out a little better. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Well, actually I'm just going to cut off one end and the other end. We don't need all of it. A little bit of glue on here. Doesn't work perfectly this because we've got these rounded corners which cause a little bit of a problem, but it works well enough and it just gives the tag a little bit of definition, which is what I wanted. So put your piece of tag the right way up and then line up the top like so. Sorry, is my head in the way? And lean back a bit, and then just manoeuvre it until you get it where you want it, like so, and then the same at the bottom, like so. I'm loving this greeting, just saying hello. I love sort of non-specific greetings like that. You could send it as a thank you, you could send it as a welcome to the team, you could send it, so it's really, really useful. There we go. And that, oh, now that's done that one. I'm just going to trim this little bit off here. I've just overrun a little bit. There we go. And that just goes on there like that, so lots of green. Just wondering whether we could do with some bling on there, but I haven't got any handy in these colours, I don't think, so that might have to wait. There we go. Being quite generous with the dimensionals today. I'm not always this generous. There. And then we're just about done. So, hope that's given you an idea of how to use these border dies if you've got them. And if you haven't got them, don't forget, I think I'm right in saying, can't remember, a lot of the stuff that's being discontinued is heavily discounted. So from the 1st of June, you'll be able to go on and see if these dies are discounted and you can snap up a bargain. A lot of stuff is 50% off. I've got a post going out on the 1st just to tell you all the things that are 50% off, which is such a good deal. Right, and here we are. 2 cards, one rainbow, one blue and green. Hope you like them. Hope you've enjoyed watching that, and I hope you'll come back again soon to watch me make another card. Please sign up to subscribe if you haven't already, that would be great, and you can press the bell and get a reminder every time I post. Thanks so much, and I'll be back really soon. Have a great day. Bye.